Exposure for pay means what I got told when I tried to book a show. Exposure for pay. Exposure for pay don't pay the rent or the child support expense. Exposure for pay. Exposure for pay. Yeah, there it is.
Take me by the scenes, it's what we're doing. Come and check it out, it's what we're all about. 561 Music!
Welcome to 561 Music. My name's Ben.
And I'm Hector.
And how, sir, are you doing?
A little bit under the weather today, but I got to feel better because we got shows this weekend. We got lots of shows this weekend.
I feel a little bit out of sorts because I didn't do the clap.
Oh, man.
I know.
Do you feel
Maybe it's a
out of
good
sorts
thing. I'm
'cause you don't
finally
have the
cured.
clap? Is that what you just
Finally
said?
cured from the clap.
That's a problem.
Clap. Oh, yeah, baby.
I think today there's no messing around. We're just going to get straight into it.
Hell yeah,
we
man.
have Angelo and Aaron. Aaron's from ButterBrain, and Angelo is notorious for being Angelo.
Oh, dude.
No introduction necessary.
ButterBrain and Dr. Mad Vibe in the Floridian Hemisphere
Yeah.
tour.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah.
Seeing as you're both here, and the elephant in the room is why? Why are you both here together? What's going on?
I don't know. Is that an elephant in the room?
I don't know if it's an
Everybody's
elephant.
been wondering why we're here.
I think the universe manifested it.
I think the universe totally manifested it, man.
That's fantastic.
And so I got this tour, 4-day run that Aaron set up for us to play a lot of the new material off the latest release that we did. I produced some songs on there.
Cool.
And amongst the collection of ButterBrain jams,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. If it's the
now
ones
we
I think it is, I've heard them.
And we got a 45 out. We got a
That's so
45.
cool.
We got a 7-inch with a ButterBrain jam on one side and a Dr. Mad Vibe jam on the other.
Nice.
With lyrics and art by Sally.
Where are you
Yep.
getting your 7-inches made? Can you remember?
They were. It was through Dorado, a company in California, actually.
Right.
Through Raised Fist. But that's the guy that linked us, me and Angelo, together.
Yeah.
Was Jeff Pliska from Raised Fist.
Okay.
And Raised Fist Propaganda.
Yeah.
And he spearheaded that 7-inch, kind of linking us up together.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I love records. It's like I really miss. I know you feel this because you're an artist and you make a lot of stuff, but I really miss physical media. You know, because it's just it's such a big part of it all. You know,
You get to soak it up.
Yeah.
It sounds
Right
different,
now,
too.
you get
Feels different.
with all the internet platforms that you get to hear. Yeah, a lot of the music. I mean, it's nice and it's clear and everything, but for those egghead motherfuckers who be thinking well, what does he really do? You don't really get to soak up the experience of
Exactly.
music that you can hold in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt
And
about it.
that's what the vinyl and the CDs and the books
Yeah.
and the T-shirts and all that type of merchandise that we have is all about.
100%. It's so fun to make too. I just like one of my favorite parts of all this is the stuff other than the music. The merch, making videos, stuff like that. All the art that goes around it.
You gotta have that, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have it because a lot of these internet platforms, man, like Spotify and Amazon and shit like that, they don't pay the artists. They pay the artists an embarrassingly disrespectful amount of money.
Yeah.
Right? And so it makes it, ever since Napster came onto the scene and fucked shit up, the artists, it's hard for the artists to make money off of their music.
Yeah.
Because they play it for free for everybody.
Yeah.
Plus, Spotify is investing in ICE anyway, so it makes it even harder because now a lot of people depend on the devil to put them out there.
Yeah.
See, so hopefully that'll stop after a while because I don't like it.
No, that's awful.
But then people depend on this shit to hear the music. So now it's like I always tell people, man, when you go to the show, make sure that you buy the merchandise, man. You buy the physical merchandise from the band and support the artist because that's the only way they can make their investments and pay the rent and get the studio and do the music and pay for all this shit to make the music for the listeners.
Yeah, 100%. And with original music too, it's very rare that they're getting that much money from the venue, so that's where they get their money, is you're buying the merch.
That's where you get
it's
the money
important.
now, right? And so the wax and the CDs and all that stuff, that's like, it's not even out of a necessity anymore that you get that. Now it's out of nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like, but it's good because then people want to feel that original feeling.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's enough people who do. It's tough. I was actually looking at some. USB sticks that fold inside a cassette that you can sell. Have you seen those things? They're pretty cool.
I've heard about those.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've actually seen them, but
yeah.
You know,
I was thinking about getting some of
A
those.
USB
made.
stick that folds inside of a cassette.
Yeah, so it looks like a cassette. So you can put like a load of different stuff on there, like
The USB stick
yeah.
inside the cassette tape.
Yeah.
It's an empty cassette tape. Ain't no tape in there.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
cassette,
Yeah, no,
okay,
no.
but
It's
I
like a
think I
novelty
like
for
it.
the
It's just a
cassette.
fancy
Yeah.
USB stick,
It's a good,
basically.
it's a good idea. It's a good
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
starter for the kids that don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that because, you can fill up the USB stick with stuff like weird, like stuff that people haven't seen, and a bunch of art and some like
And
some
videos and stuff too, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then when you want to do the history lesson, they'll ask, well, Daddy, mommy, what is this cassette thing they keep talking about? Then they give them a history
This is
lesson.
what it looked like.
Yeah, this is how we used to do it.
I'm waiting for the 8-tracks to come back. That's just me.
I remember the 8-tracks. It would fade out in the middle of the song and then click over to
Yeah.
the next track and
I
start
love
up
it.
again.
I love it.
I had my grandpa's old car. My first car was a '76 Eldorado Cadillac with an 8-track player in it.
Wow.
And I had Superfly on an 8-track. I used to drive around in the Cadillac. thinking I was
Yeah.
So my father-in-law, seeing as I'm a musician and he likes sort of antiques and stuff, he started getting me for birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. He started getting me old music like playing devices, like so I've got like a gramophone and I've
awesome.
got one of the ones with where it's like a wax tube that turns and there's like a little
awesome.
needle touches it. He's been buying me all this crazy stuff.
That's
man.
pretty good. though.
Yeah, totally. I have nowhere to put it yet, but soon I will.
Yeah, right.
I'm embarrassed to say I have a shitty record player at home, and I get we got all these vinyls. The 7-inch split we did
Yeah.
with Angelo, the new album we released on vinyl. We have a bunch out here in Florida with us for this run, and I can't even listen to it on like a good player. I gotta when I get home, I gotta get a good record player.
Yeah. I think the other reason why I think it's good is because you have to actively, like physically engage with the listening of it. You got to put it on, and because of the act of putting it on, you're now listening to it. It's
Yeah.
not just drifting by. You know?
And it's just drifting by. Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. When it's on the internet, it's just drifting by like in the air. But when you
Yeah.
put it on, it's an
more-
actual
more
physical
engaging.
act.
Yeah.
Engaging, right?
You know, I'll even go a step further, man. Like for this album, and I like to think Fishbone and Angelo does the same thing too. That I like to make that album a piece of art, like a stamp of time.
Yeah.
Have the songs flow into each other from beginning to end, which is like seems like a lost art these days.
Yeah.
Like it's like people are just slapping together songs or putting out singles.
Yeah.
It's like whether or not it's selling or not, or for me, it's like important. It's like making a little film or something. Like it's got to have some kind of beginning and ending, framework that, like, I don't know. I think when you're selling an album, it should jump at you and say something like,
that's
Yeah.
right.
Totally.
That's right.
I've made the odd concept
That's what I
album all
call
the time.
reaching into your inner child, man.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
When we were kids, you'd have the book. You open up the book, the whole display would like pop up when you open up the book. And you
Yep.
got the music playing along with it and shit.
Yeah.
The internet's changed all of that, though. Now, more often than not, I feel like people are putting out singles and stuff. They're not putting out
Exactly.
albums.
We're in the age of abbreviation, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So ever since the internet came into the picture, man, you got acronyms, right? In the age of abbreviation, it even goes down
Newspeak.
to like
It's instant,
What is it,
instant
like-
gratification.
instant
Yeah,
gratification. And so that's what the singles are, man. The singles are meant to, because everybody's attention span is short.
Yeah.
Throwing singles out keeps everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna be a while to get back to the art of listening.
Well, that's just it, isn't it?
To a whole journey of music and interactive experience with music.
It's all content creation. So if you're putting out singles, if you're going to put out an album with 12 songs on it, but you're putting out singles, now you got 12 pieces of content as opposed to putting out an album and then you're done.
That took me a long time to that's not my forte, but I had some guidance through some people that were a little more like industry related and social media conscious that had advised me on the last record.
Yeah,
you got to put out one at a time.
Yeah.
And I want to show the album. Look at this story we made.
Yeah.
Like look at the single that we did with Angela. We're lucky to have Sally in the band, who's a fantastic artist, and she does a lot of her artwork flyers. The single we put out.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I vibed with Angelo right off the bat was he was like, I want to have this idea for a piece of art. So instead of just doing a single with a little thing, we had a 4-page fold-out piece of art.
Right,
nice.
Inlay
with the,
no one's
with
really
the
doing that shit. And even, people around us were like, why are you going to pay the extra money to put that out? It's like, because we want people to see that, have that,
man.
be able to read the
Art
lyrics.
freak.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's only there's a side of it where you want to be reimbursed financially, but the main part of it is you're just making it because you think it's cool and you want to share it with people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Share your art, share your ideas with people, man, for sure.
That's why we're all in this room together right now, right? Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. I do want to say one thing, because it kind of ties in. When you asked originally, like, what brought me and Angelo together, it was actually Art Basel this time around. So, Angelo.
Art Basel.
Angelo is an artist as well and does amazing, pieces of art.
I got, oh my God, I'm so glad you said that shit, man, because I got art prints I brought with me this time. I didn't bring art prints last time.
Yeah, nice one.
Art prints, because it's Art Basel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art Basel's pretty cool. I've been a few times. There's a lot going
crazy.
on with that.
But
There's a lot going on there.
That's how this all started, because we've done, Angelo sat in with ButterBrain a few times in New York, and we had a vibe going that led to doing some collaborations, the vinyl together, that led to him producing the ButterBrain album, and that led to this trip down here. We had talked about it because a mutual contact was working with Art Basel. The original idea started to maybe do a few shows and Angelo showing his art.
Yeah.
And then it just turned into a few shows because getting the art down was kind of like hard to materialize. But we are graced to be playing shows for Art Basel. But I wish, in the future we would love to kind of incorporate that with the art of Sally and Angelo and make it part of the thing.
I don't know if you know that Hector is he's a sort of professional chalk artist. He does amazing art, like 3D chalk art.
I had no idea.
And we've all been helping him.
Sidewalk.
You know the stuff, the stuff where it looks 3D, like where it looks like it's popping up out of it.
Yeah, right.
We gotta see it.
All the colors, right.
It's already manifesting to next year. I say we get Chris from Miami. We need to get a space to do some collaborate with
chalk art, huh?
Chalk art, Angelo's art, Sally's art. Like
I used to do a lot of those chalk festivals and stuff. Travel around.
Miami guy, Kill Your Idol guy.
Used to do a lot of those chalk festivals and travel around, and then I got so involved with the band that the band was kind of taking over, and I stepped back away from that stuff, and I missed it a little bit. At some point, I figured out that I could rope these guys into it, so I started going to these chalk festivals, and I go and I create art. They help me with the art, and then we play the shows.
And now we've got a couple coming up where James and I are doing our own pieces of art as well.
So great.
We've become fellow chalk artists.
I've dragged them into the chalk tribe.
Oh, I got to see the stuff, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Angelo's stuff is really unique too. I don't want
for sure.
I don't want to gas him up, but
we saw a bunch of it last time.
Yeah, really cool, man. Unique, very different, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man. I've been working on. I've just got these stickers. I brought these stickers. and my Dr. Mad Vibe Underground Contraband Railroad stickers. And
Nice.
it's got a QR code next to the art. And you run your phone over the QR code and you can see the video and hear the single.
Yeah, sick.
It goes with the image.
Yeah, nice. So when you're making your art, what's your creative process? Like how do you if it's visual art, where do you start? Like do you have a medium you prefer? Or?
Well, okay, so I got the one project, right, the Avant Icons,
Yeah.
where some guys I was working with, they would print out the picture of one of my favorite icons and I would embellish it. Right?
Right,
So I'd
right.
embellish that, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Then with just, and I got my comic books
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
that I've replenished. I just keep that going, stuff that I've collected and done and collected over the years, man.
Yeah, cool.
And then these new stickers I got with the QR code, that Contraband. And I
Nice.
got another a sticker with the website on it. And these drawings were done by Masai Mizuyama. She was from Osaka, Japan.
Right.
So she did this art for me, and I just keep putting it out, man.
Yeah.
You know, lately I just got this new place I moved into, and I've been painting it up.
Oh, sick.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that's
three
looking
bedrooms,
nice.
3 bedrooms, 3 bathroom.
Yeah.
One room is the band rehearsal room. It's black. It's all black. It's got a big white spiral coming out the corner. It's got the 900-pound piano. I had to get 5 guys to push that motherfucker up the stairs.
His house is artistic, man.
Yeah.
He's been showing me on the FaceTime on the
Yeah,
video. I'm like, yo, it
FaceTime.
looks dope, man.
Then I got
it's got
one
a vibe.
room.
Dr.
One
Mad
room
vibe.
that's like it's probably big as this, and it's got one side is all green, so it's going green screen.
Yeah.
That's what I make all of my ads out of right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Put my ads together. I took some ButterBrain footage of a horn rehearsal, and I stepped me in front of there, and I talked about these. These are the ads for the show.
Yeah, sick.
We got 4 shows, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been
Is
putting
this
these
going to come out in
ads
time for those or not? When is this?
This comes out midnight
Tomorrow.
Set between Thursday and Friday. That midnight.
All right, so we're going to miss our show.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I might as well spit it out that we got
Yeah.
Thursday night at Kill Your Idols in South Beach, Miami. Well, I
Oh,
guess
the night
it'll
just
be
comes out on right. The night just
Yeah,
comes out. Right?
so
Yeah.
Tomorrow
maybe
night.
there'll still be some of the music. If someone watched it at 12:01, it might still be going on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think ButterBrain's not playing till midnight with Angelo, so
Yeah.
you guys might be probably done by then. But
So if you're watching this, you might be able to make it. Just leave right now.
yes, leave it. Back to the Future. If you leave tomorrow, you'll make it there on time. But we're at Propaganda in Lake Worth on Friday night.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we're in St. Petersburg at Grand Central Brew House. I don't know if you guys have done that.
You know what? Not only have I never been to that venue, I've never been to St. Petersburg. Not a single time.
Oh, really?
What's it like?
St. Petersburg.
Nice town.
It's my first time too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a nice town.
We've gigged out here a few times now. I've never been to St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Big
it's a
town,
new
but
one.
nice.
They, Janus Live is there, isn't it? That's kind
Yeah.
of but they've got a great
Yes,
venue.
I think
called-
that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
some reason I
St.
just
Pete is a
never made
very
it.
beach town.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice, but it's nice there. Yeah.
In Sanford on Sunday night, we're with. Do you guys know Jeff Ritchie from the?
Yeah, of course.
Total
Yeah.
Control
He was
Disc?
in Nina's Yard Party. He's the sax player in that.
Oh,
I
is
first
it?
met Jeff in Manchester in like 2001.
Really?
I've known Jeff for 25 years.
He was with the Toasters for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
a long
That's
time
when I
too,
met him, yeah.
And so he's been putting on those shows. We usually play a different spot in Orlando. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, but it's this one is West End Live in
Okay.
Sanford.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so looking for first time we've done that spot too. So
Yeah,
looking
nice. And
forward
if
to it.
Jeff's involved, he will have been promoting it well and, like getting on it. He's a pro.
His
you know.
band Control This is going to play.
Control This
Yeah.
can play at
Control
Fuakata
This is
as well.
great.
Control this and Fuwaka.
Fuakata.
Fuwakata.
Yeah, that it's
Fuwakata.
yeah, I love it. Means like
Fuakata.
snap or like slap, like it's like ignite, spark,
Yeah.
like
It's like
backhand.
Yeah.
Fuwakata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bunch of Cuban cat. I think everybody but Tyler, the singer, is Cuban from Miami. They're awesome. You're gonna have a blast with them, Angelo.
Yeah,
Good guys.
they're real cool. And they're really good too.
Tyler passes though, man. He passes Q. He'll throw out a
Yeah,
bunch
he-
of Spanish stuff. Whatever. It took me a hot minute. I'm Cuban, and it took me a hot minute to
Really?
figure out that he wasn't Spanish.
He's like an honorary
Yeah,
Cuban,
yeah. He's an honorary Cuban. Yeah, he would throw out a couple of Spanish phrases and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay.
I went to Cuba. I went to Cuba with Ozo Motley.
Really?
Did you?
Yep.
Wow.
Motley, man.
That's wild.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, yeah.
We went to Santeria Church on Sunday, and the bar was right next to the church. Right, you could walk through the door, and they just selling liquor right there.
That's great.
Sounds about right.
Everybody at the church was all tanked up and good.
Doing communion with like mezcal or something.
Oh, my
what's a Cuban liquor? Like hard liquor.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, rum.
Oh, Cuban rum, yeah,
of course,
Yeah, rum.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'd love to go there. My sister went there. She said she had a hard time because she was young. She was 18. She was a pretty girl. She said she was just like she felt like she couldn't even leave the house. She'd been like chased around by dudes all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, my
I can see that.
Yeah, but you know, like I think it was just her and her friend who went. They were 18, 19, and they were just like little girls with blonde hair. They didn't stand a chance.
No,
Yeah.
As soon as they step out the door, they whistle that and all kind of shit. Cat calling and everything.
I had the pleasure of visiting there. I think they shut it down recently, but for a minute you were allowed to visit Cuba, right? I don't think that's allowed anymore.
No.
They shut it down quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, it was beautiful. Like while you were able to travel there, I jumped on that. I was like, I want to check out Cuba.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
crazy. I was born here by like a couple of months. My mom came over pregnant, and I was born here. I've never been.
Don't admit that kind of thing right now. Jesus.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Are you from like the Scarface?
But I'm a citizen. I just want to put that out there.
We got your back.
Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, we ain't letting nobody come in here.
Yeah. But no, I've never been over there.
Yeah.
The couple of times that I tried to look into it or whatever, because I'm first generation, I was like, there was some weird rules and things, and I wasn't allowed to go. So
I think I used like music as a you have to have a reason for going.
Right. Like a church group or something, like a charity
it was
or something.
like music research or something. Yeah.
Do you remember that? What's he called? Right? Do you remember that Ry Cooder album? That amazing.
Yeah. Buena Vista Social Club.
Yeah.
Killer.
That's one of those albums that was
They
like
got
a
like a
coffee
cool-
table album, but it was just so good though.
Killer.
Like, amazing.
Love that
And
album.
then the Taxi Network.
Yeah.
The Taxi Network.
I don't know about
all
that.
the old cars.
Oh yeah,
Old
yeah.
classic cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right, and then all those classic cars they use for the taxis, man. They got like a music network too.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Because the radio is like a government radio, so they only play one kind of music.
Yeah, sure.
If you
yeah.
want to hear the good shit, you go ride in a taxi. You get the good music. Underground music networks.
Oh,
And
cool.
I think
That's cool.
There's a reason like that with the cars too. I think right, like they can't get cars imported or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So they just they rebuild engines and stuff on the old bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody's driving around like 1950s, but it's
Yep.
pretty,
It's pretty
awesome. It's
badass,
good. Yeah, it's
though.
cool to
Oh,
look
hell
at,
yeah.
man. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
man, feel like you're thrown back in time.
That's right.
I'm an old car buff.
Sure.
For me, I love those old cars. I'm a big Cadillac and like
Yeah, them classic
Yeah, I like
cars.
the classic
Classic
cars.
cars is real good.
Yeah.
For the greater part of my life, I drove around in old cars, but not by choice.
Yeah. Me too, for the
Not
most
by
part.
choice. Huh?
yeah.
They weren't classics. They were more like hoopties.
Some hoopties are classics. Yeah.
Fair.
I think the only real classic I had was this 1965 Buick Skylark.
Oh, I love those.
Cool.
shits.
65 Skylark. I had hydraulics, so I'd hop it and shit and lift it
Oh,
to the
man,
side
that's
and
cool.
everything.
One of these days, I'll get some hydraulics. You and James were talking about
James, our banjo player from the other band, Killbillies. We were just talking about building a show car like a lowrider or something
be
with some
awesome,
hydraulics and stuff. So I've been talking about it for a long time. He said something the other day, and I was like, I'm in. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm
Man,
in.
I'm addicted to that type of shit.
that's awesome.
Oh
Is
my
it still
God.
big in Cali? Like people were riding around in
Oh
those? or
yeah,
not? Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it's a lot of low riders. I just got to go to the right place.
Yeah.
In New York, the roads are too fucked up. Like you don't see too many of those. But
Yeah.
I
And the
drove.
weather.
Yeah, the weather's fuck. Yeah,
Weather eat up the car, eat up the steel with the rust and shit. in
that's
the
what happened.
wintertime.
I drove. My buddy from Miami had moved to Miami, got married, had kids, and his wife wanted him to give up his old Cadillac. It was like a Fleetwood. It wasn't like old like 70s one. It was like a 92, but it was like one of those last old bodies.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was in pretty good shape, and I told him, if you ever sell this, get rid of it, let me know.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you if you take the ride back down with me in the minivan. I need someone to drive down with me. come, and I'll give it to you for, buy me dinner on the way down, whatever,
Oh,
this and
yeah.
that, and help me drive it. So I drove it all the way. I drove down his minivan to Miami, drove the Cadillac, drove it back up to New York.
Oh, wow.
And it was had a few like dings and stuff. So I finally put the money into like fixing a couple little things. I had it out on the road for 2 weeks and Hurricane Sandy hit.
Oh,
and I was living in Brighton Beach in Brooklyn, like a block off the water, and it got washed up by the water.
It got washed away by the water.
It didn't get washed away. Some cars did actually get washed, like,
damn.
It went up to like the window and the transmission was shot and like the engine just shot.
Just
the salt
flooded,
water
yeah.
fucked up. They were like, we could rebuild the engine. Like it just wasn't worth it, you know?
Yeah, but there was a
donate
place
it.
that we played near Rockaway Beach back in the day, and it's not there anymore. You know
what it was?
I can't remember what it's called. Like a hotel type of a place. It was like a bit further out than Rockaway, but after this I'll figure it out. It was a long time ago. It was like 10 years ago.
That's where I live at. That's where I'm from.
Oh really? You'll know what it was. I'll figure it out. There's someone I got a text.
We got to get you guys they have a little bit of their own little music scene at the Angelo's. That's where we first played together. Angelo came out during the pandemic when a lot of New York City wasn't doing shows. Little areas were doing shit, and Rockaway is kind of like out of the cuts a little
It's
bit.
nice out there.
That bar that was around the corner from the beach.
Yeah, but
Where I got
that was a
stung by the
brewery.
wasp on that. Where I got stung on the
Yes.
elbow by that wasp.
Yeah, that was one of
And
the
my
later
arms
ones.
swole up like a big
Why is it
fucking
always the
sausage.
elbow? I've been stuck on
remember
the
that.
elbow a
And
bunch
then
of
I had to
times.
go to the hospital.
man.
I was sitting up talking about,
He's a trooper, Angelo.
no, man, now put your elbow on the table, man.
The Jehovah's Witness came, remember that?
Yeah, the old Jehovah's Witness came too.
Oh man,
And I
that's
talked to them
funny.
for a good time because I used to be one. I used to go door to door and all that shit, man. I got the pamphlets and everything.
Yeah, I know a couple of people who used to be them as well. I don't know many people who currently are, but that's probably because they hang out in different circles than I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angelo we performed. It was I'll never forget. It was 4th of July. Angelo's climbing over the wall. It's like a little outdoor venue in Rockaway, and I seen him back. I didn't even ask him until later, but I seen his. He was like, "Yo, we got to go to the hospital."
Yeah, that was just something. I was either crawling up that wall.
Oh man,
I was either crawling up the wall or leaning back on a wall or something. But all of a sudden, man, it was just,
that's nasty.
Oh man.
oh, this shit, my fucking elbow was sticking out like a big
Yeah, he had
titty.
a allergic reaction to that. Yeah,
Titty elbow.
I felt so bad.
Elbow boob.
It's all I can think of right now is titty elbows. It's just,
And the lady would tell me she had her wig on all sideways and shit. The nurse.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
wow, what a day. That's wild. So, when it comes to like the tunes that you produce together and the collaborations, how did that work? How did you decide to do that? Like, what was where did you meet and where did you record this stuff?
Wow. You want to take that
Where
one?
was that? Where was that? Well, we did a lot of pre-production at Aaron's place.
Yeah.
Right.
There by the beach. And
Yeah.
then
Cool.
then what was the studio that you had arranged
So
for everybody to go into?
Basically, I had approached Angelo in one of the collabs we did together because he was coming out when he was in town. We would do some shows. We did a poetry event together, and I think I asked him about, hey man, I've been thinking about this. Would you be interested in there seems to be a natural chemistry with the band, and I grew up a fan of Fishbone growing up and a fan of Angelo's, so. When he said yes, I was like, all right, let's do this. I think Angelo had come back for a show in Brooklyn with Fishbone in the Prospect Park, a free outdoor event.
Something like that, yeah.
And we did it. We did a few days of pre-production.
Yeah. I just stayed afterward. The band went home. I stayed afterward. Is that what happened? That's
Yeah. I think I
good.
played him some. We had done like a 4-song demo of some ideas we were doing, and then. Angelo came, we did like a writing session. So Angelo was part of writing a bunch of songs on the album too. So it was kind of like a collab of all that. It wasn't just, Angelo dove right in. So what we did was we set up 5 days where he was going to be in town.
Yeah. Got to stay a week in Rockaway.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get up, get in the water,
Yeah.
Get a titty
hang out on
elbow.
the beach, come back and do some music.
Yeah.
That's
Go
awesome.
jump in the water again.
Yeah, very
come
nice.
back.
That's really the only breaks we did was a few beach breaks. We got on the
Beach breaks
surfboard a
during the
little
day.
bit.
It's not
I
terrible.
had
It's not
to
terrible
try. I
day.
did it,
Yeah.
because I don't live by the beach out in L.A., so he lived right there.
Yeah, that's cool. And actually, if you've been cooped up in a studio all day, there's nothing better than just jumping in the sea.
That was,
So
that was our
refreshing.
breaks, yeah. It was a blessing.
Yeah.
But we spent one day in Spin Studios in Long Island City in Queens, New York.
Spin Studios. Okay, right. That was one day, just one day.
It's just a one day. It felt like a little longer than that. But we actually went in to re-record. We wanted to put a
Drums.
Bad Brains cover, a song that we do, Eye Against Eye, Bad
Yeah,
Brains
yeah,
cover.
yeah.
We went back after recording the full album and recorded that and tracked it there in one day. That's the only thing Angelo wasn't a part of on the record.
Right.
Everything else, we did the drums and bass in one day in that
That's
studio.
right. That one day, that's right.
And we went back to Rockaway and
And did
Angelo.
overdubs.
He turned my house into a studio. He turned me
Yeah.
into a mute engineer. I didn't even know I could do it. He's like, "We're gonna do it in your house, man." And
Nice.
yeah, that's it, man. He gave me that power,
cool.
the energy, and we,
Because you got to do it. You have to be
Yeah.
able to have your fucking studio
Yep.
in your house working.
For
Yep.
sure.
Man, you
You're
know
speaking my
what?
language. I've never not had a studio in
Fucking
my house since I
record
was a kid.
companies,
I was scared.
that's nice,
Yeah.
but they'll steal your soul.
yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
next thing you know, you doing the music there. They got you signing the contract. You can't even use your own music for the next 30 or 40 fucking years because
Yep.
they're tired of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sign their paper. Or they taking forever to put your shit out.
Yeah.
Or you got to deal with somebody there that don't really understand what you want, but you got to deal with them anyway in order to get your shit out. You know, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how
Do
old,
it yourself.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how old you guys are, but you seem kind of like from the same era as us. We're probably a little bit older than you, I would imagine. But you know, I think.
I'm like 45 and Hector's a
I'll be
few years older.
54 next week.
All right, so they're the same
Sick
age.
show.
I just turned 54 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. We come from an era where, like, when you guys were talking about it before, the artist could make money by selling albums or CDs or you know, radio play, this and that. You know, there was
They
that element.
could, they could, or they couldn't.
They could.
They could, right? Yeah.
So although there was a lot of shady record companies and record deals and not a lot in the long game, you usually didn't win anyway.
Sure.
But there was at least the opportunity to make, like, you know, like Fishbone.
And DIY music, you could actually sell. You could sell.
Yeah.
People had to, if you went
You just
to a
got to
gig,
have a show to sell it at.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
You got to
totally.
book the show to sell it. The
Yeah.
live shows, man. It's like, God, it just reminds me of the fucking the music platforms again. It's
kinda true,
Spotify, Amazon. It's like, oh my fucking God, really?
Not even real people
Everybody
anymore.
gets the
is it?
free music. They get free music. They ain't got to go to the show if they don't want to, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully that kind of thing will never die out, man. Live shows and human interaction.
Yeah.
Feeling the push and win and the blinking of the lights and
Yeah.
all of that stuff that you get
Yeah.
that you can't get when you're just listening to it on your system through Spotify or whatever.
Well, it's always different too. I mean, you have you know, your album version of things or whatever. But you know, when people come see you guys play live or whatever, it's a completely different experience. You know, the songs are a little bit different.
And that's one thing-
The vibe is different.
That's one thing they'll never get, and I hope that AI, because you know AI is all, even though AI is such a big help, it can be a big threat too.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in terms
it's a
of-
tool. It's a tool, but it's been getting abused, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, putting all that, like, I remember going to see Fishbone, you know, as a young kid, and they are Angelo's one of the few artists, Fishbone's one of the few bands that still. It kind of reminds me of a P-Funk, Parliament Funkadelic,
Sure.
almost like you guys are carrying that next torch. Like,
Yeah, one of the best gigs I've ever been to was in Fort Lauderdale, a Fishbone gig. I'll never forget that show. It was amazing.
I remember Angelo.
Which one? Why am I even asking? Oh, which one? I ain't gonna remember.
I remember
I
seeing
knew
this-
I was there.
This motherfucker dove off 3-story balcony in a place called the Academy in like the late 80s. And I was I was like, oh, this motherfucker. To be playing with him now, like, but they still bring it. Like Angelo still brings it. He brings it coming here with us, man, to do this. He brings it everything he's a part of.
And it's refreshing to work with another band.
For sure, yeah.
You got to be able to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And spread out and find new and fresh inspiration to work and create with, man. And I know I've had to do that with Fishbone. When Fishbone was going through his trials and tribulation and transformational period and people leaving the band and shit like that.
How's Fishbone doing lately?
It's doing good now.
Fantastic.
But before that, it was like being, like when you look at the hourglass and you see that little skinny part right in the middle where the sand go through, that little tiny skinny part. That's what it was like when the last guys left the band, when Norwood, Walton, John Stewart, and everybody left.
Right. Yeah,
like steering a big fucking aircraft carrier through the black hole without scraping the side. Okay, imagine that. That's why I'm glad I stopped drinking, dude. I ain't had shit to drink since 2020.
Yeah, me too. I've been sober since 2022.
Right? Dude, I wouldn't be able to handle that shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to handle it, man. Now 100%. I can handle the transformation. Man, if I was still getting fucked up, I wouldn't be able to play with ButterBrain.
Yeah.
And like
changes
accept the different interpretation of some of the Fishbone music that we playing.
Sure. Hey, I'm so happy to hear you say that, and it's just an awesome thing. And we've been sober we've not been drinking the exact same amount of time. And I don't know about you, but it was just changed. It's changed my life. I can actually do stuff now. You know,
you can do stuff. Right?
yeah. It's crazy.
You can do shit.
Yeah.
You know what? You could appreciate shit. I got to jump in on that one too, man. Me as well. If there's any area in my life where not drinking and drugging has shown me the brightest light, it's with music and being able to deal with different personalities of the band, different challenges of
people's
acceptance,
skills.
and just letting it go. And since I've let go and stop trying to grab tight and control everything, beautiful blessings have been coming my way, like getting to collaborate with Angelo, getting to come down here and perform on the regular, it's just opening up, like what you sometimes, one of the things about sobriety is sometimes you're pounding through door number, I gotta get what's behind door number one, I need what's behind door number one, that's where I gotta be, and then it doesn't work out, and all of a sudden door number two opens, you're like, oh, that's where I'm supposed to be.
That's right. But if you getting fucked up, and that door number one don't open, then you just like, oh, fuck it. I think I'm just going to go over here and throw back about 4 or 5 Long Island iced teas. And next thing you know, you crumple up in the corner like a pill bug and door 2 done opened already and closed.
Someone else went through that shit.
Exactly. Right.
Push you out of the way. Like a pill bug. Oh, my God, that's fucked up. Oh, man. But it's real, dude. Okay.
It really is.
I talked in front of this rehab group named Cry Help in North Hollywood.
Right.
And man, I thought to myself, wow, man, addiction is a motherfucker, because sometimes people go through that shit and they can't find their way out and they're missing out on valuable time.
Yeah.
Right? Because they under the spell.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to tell this room full of people how I was able to escape from all that shit and sustain my dreams and my career.
Yeah.
I was able to sustain it instead of being scared shitless by how the world is and this unrelentless, evil ass shit that's going on, all this depression and all this. It's easy to get discouraged under what's going on in the world today.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Some days, man. Some days are dark days. Yeah. But I don't know how I'd be coping with it if I was drinking. I'm really happy.
If you feel the ouch, if you feel it, then you know how to. It makes you stand up and face it and get it and get that motherfucker out the way.
Yeah.
But if you somewhere fucked up and the ouch comes or you get poked with the needle or whatever, you're just gonna be like, oh, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Let me just sit down here. And look at that bird over there. Oh yeah. Next thing you know, you done missed you've missed it.
Yeah.
Unconditional love, toleration, forgiveness, patience, strength, and grace is what has gotten me over the hump.
Nice.
Ever since I have been able to maintain some sobriety, and that shit started in 2020 at the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was able to hold on to my sobriety throughout the pandemic.
You know, partially the pandemic it was like I was getting sober then. I was like December 2019, January 2020 is when I stopped. And then all of that happened, and it actually gave me a minute to sort of do some reflection, go to a bunch of meetings, all that kind of thing.
Same here.
So So it just happened at weirdly the right time for me.
At the right time. During the pandemic?
Yeah. It's because even though everything was bad and going on, the whole world had slowed down.
It slowed down and damn near stopped, right?
Yeah.
Especially the places where all of that shit is right in my face, which is the workplace.
Yeah.
The workplace for me and the clubs and the venues and shit like that, man, all of that shit came to a screeching halt, and I got to hear my own voice and my own head for about. And I know because I hear a lot of people was getting fucked up during the pandemic too.
Yeah,
a lot of motherfuckers was going the complete opposite way, but I was able to actually thrive. Remember who the fuck I am again and what my name was and all that shit and everything. Look in the mirror like, oh, that's Angelo in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Angelo.
I totally concur with you guys. My sobriety, there were some setbacks, and the pandemic. My sober date doesn't reflect back to the pandemic.
Sure,
but for most of that time I was sober, and I had the same experience as you guys. People around me was struggling and going deep in. Lost a few people during that time. A lot of musicians that I know that are active working musicians were not able to make an income, so it was a tough time. But for me, I almost enjoyed it with everything stopped, and I ride a motorcycle, so I was able to still
get the roads were open in New York.
The ocean was still right there.
The ocean was still there.
So and nobody was out at it. I was like, yo, this is kind of nice, man. I could live like this, bro.
What's that zombie movie? That's this English zombie movie where all the roads was empty and one dude is walking down that road.
Is it The Day After Tomorrow or something like that? Is it that one?
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead.
That's a really good one.
I hope it is that one, because that one's a great movie.
The Will Smith shit. What was the famous Will Smith one? I can't think of it.
Where it's only with him and
28 days later.
28 days later. Oh, right. Okay, 28 days later. There you go.
It's like God just spoke to us or something.
28 days later. That movie was a trip, but that's what it was like during the pandemic. I look out the window and the freeways would just be
it was crazy.
Empty.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was nice.
It happened.
It was good.
Not to repeat myself, but it happened at just the right time. I got to some headspace. I got to just sort of get back in touch with myself, like you were saying. And you were talking about your inner child as well. That's sort of part of recovery. It's like being able to face your inner child, see who you used to be, who you were.
That's right.
And it's kind of a scary thing to do.
Pretty much, because that uninterrupted time, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You guys were talking about opportunities and when you guys are all sober and stuff, you had that second door that suddenly you see that second door or whatever. And with Ben, I met Ben when he wasn't sober, and couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
we didn't get along. I couldn't stand to be around him, etc. And then fast forward to the time that James asked me if I wanted to come play bass with them. And I said, I don't know. And he goes, no, Ben's a different person now and whatever. And then I came in, I jammed with them. We've been best of friends since.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's a completely different, it opened up that door where I was able to come in and be a part of this and be a part of his life. And you
attract
make things happen.
You attract the type of people who you're like. And it's like, and just the difference. It's not like my friend group has massively shifted. It's just like it has done in enough of a way where it's like I've got a lot of supportive people in my corner now, and I didn't before because I wasn't looking after myself and I was a pain in everyone's ass.
Not to make the top, focus on recovery too much, but I gotta say that that's the kind of shit that happens. Like when I met Angelo and started collaborating together, I didn't know that he was so all of a sudden, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go out. I go to this thing once, a couple times a week, and he's like, you going to a meeting and shit? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'll go with you. I don't know if it's all right to share that.
That's good. Hey, talk about that shit. That's all right.
So and then here I am sitting with you, and I had no idea, Ben, that you were also involved too. So it's kind of amazing. I mean, and
shit, my home meeting I go to in LA is one that is at a bar. All men stag at a bar at 7 a.m.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So you get to walk in and you get to see all that liquor on the wall before you walk into the meeting.
That's interesting, man. I kind of like
walk in and see that liquor. Okay, fuck you, Jose. Fuck you, Captain. Fuck you, Smirnoff.
Fuck you, Johnny.
Fuck you, Johnny Walker. Fuck
Jackie.
you, Jaeger Monster. Yeah. Crazy.
That's funny.
So, you guys are in Florida. How many days is it for?
Yeah, we came out last night. We had a bit of a already kind of off to a grueling start. We picked Angelo up about 1 in the morning in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
One of the guys took a railroad in, and then the rest of the guys flew in 6:30 this morning.
Yeah, cool.
And we came here straight to 561 Studios. Give a nice little plug to our man, Justin.
Yeah, it's so cool. I came into work and I just came out of a lesson. I was like, oh my God, ButterBrain's there. And Angelo's there.
Yeah, man.
That's
cool.
a beautiful thing,
Yeah. It's great. And we were actually, I was in that room with Keith, recording a demo of like a cover of Ghost Town that we're going to do with the band, like a kind of like a drum and bass version of it, like like a fast version of Ghost Town. And so this place was the most ska it's ever been today. There was that going on in there. I was doing that in there. There was like upstrokes as far as the eye could see.
As far as I can see.
I love this place. I feel like super cool. Like I've been to a lot of different rooms. I fucking dig this place, man. It's got a cool vibe.
Yeah,
Justin did a really good job putting this place together.
Yeah, he did. Big up,
right,
Justin.
just the way I like it.
Yeah, man.
It feels homey and the sounds are good. I'm curious to like what kind of recording stuff, and maybe one of these days get down here to record.
Hey, we'd love that, you know. Yeah, we should talk about it.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, before we were recording, you were talking about, getting together on some shows in New York and stuff. So look out for some Bomb the Algorithm, ButterBrain shows coming up in the future.
Let's make it
hopefully
happen.
Featuring Angelo.
Bomb the Algorithm ButterBrain show.
Yeah,
There you go.
do that.
Hell
Is that a Bomb the ButterBrain or
Bomb the Brain.
Bomb the Brain.
Bomb the Brain. There we go.
Or the Butter Algorithm.
Yeah.
Butter the bottom.
Butter the algorithm.
Butter Algorithm.
Bomb the Brain. Butter the algorithm.
Sounds like a good time.
That's a tour name there.
Hell yeah. So is there anything that you would like to is there anything you want to sort of like say that we might have skipped over, or do you feel like important to sort of get out there?
Well,
so people listen?
okay, so this by the time we air,
Yeah.
then we will have done how many shows?
Just one.
Just one. So the people that came to that show before this, they can call in and tell you how they.
That's a
Oh,
good
there
idea.
you go.
I like
They can
that.
call in and tell you how they.
That's a great
what they
idea.
felt like for the people who attended that show.
Yeah. So Angelo says, reach out to us and let us know how the show was. And we do have a number, but I think it might be down, but we could get it set up again.
I know, I'm just trying to figure out how that,
I like
how that
that.
work.
Yeah.
But,
Message us.
if they could
Message us.
somehow.
Message us.
Let the future
message,
shows
right.
know.
Yeah. So you got the comments on YouTube, and then you can get in touch with us on Instagram and Facebook on the
at 561 Music Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And before we get out of here, we're definitely going to do the third stage, aren't we, for the festival?
We are. Yeah, that's all confirmed now. So we have the extra space post park, which is right behind the Meyer Amphitheater. We have that now. So it's going to be the Meyer Amphitheater, the second stage like we did last year for the festival, and then we're going to have the third stage now. So we're going to have 3 stages. I think we're going to have 30 bands instead of 20.
Somewhere between 25 and 30.
But we're going to, but we're going to.
And when is this? This is a festival y'all going to have?
Yeah, this is May 2nd on the West Palm Beach waterfront here.
Sophia was mentioned from Fuakta was mentioned to me.
They played last year.
Yeah, she's like, you guys should maybe come down, but we can talk after the podcast. That'd be great.
Yeah, totally.
I want to say one thing that I'm very appreciative of 561 in particular. Miami too, but this area, you guys have a burgeoning music scene. You got a lot of good music groups with a good vibe.
Yeah.
New York is so competitive. Like, I'm not sure how it is in LA, but bands don't really look out for each other. We come down here, we're doing podcasts with you guys. Another Fuakata's got our back with the equipment, linking us up on different shows, different festivals.
Yeah.
We're bringing bands back to New York. And to me, that's what it should all be about, man.
100%.
Yeah, those days aren't really like, they seem to be like slipping by the wayside. We got that. You guys got a popping scene going on.
Yeah, we've talked about that before, that, the scene down here is not like other scenes.
It's awesome.
It's a very supportive scene. And artists, I mean, you got a couple of outliers or whatever, but for the most part, artists and bands and musicians and stuff, they seem to all uplift each other as opposed to be very competitive. And I love that. I love that about it.
Well, I think we got to stick together down here.
Los Angeles has that competitive thing, but it's also a lot faker, in my opinion. Hell, I grew up in LA and around Hollywood, and so all of that is there.
Sure. Yeah,
competitiveness and fakeness and
cutthroat.
Yeah,
you really got to go digging.
Shit,
You got to go digging in the underground culture to really find the good music that's there in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's my experience.
So, we're going to LA next.
Yeah, we're playing Killbillies, our other band, is playing Viper Room on March 20th.
That's awesome.
And that should be fun.
Yeah.
The Sunset Strip, the Viper Room.
We, that's one of those places. It's just nice to say you played there. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's what it is.
That's really all.
Does it pop off this? I know sometimes like what's the other one? Famous Sunset? The Roxy or the Whiskey.
The Whiskey's the other one.
There, right?
Every once in a while, man. They got some good stuff going on, but I don't.
Whiskey's odd, man. Whiskey has a bunch of they have a lot of like tribute bands.
Yeah.
And then they do. The Whiskey does a lot of like pay to play kind of thing.
Pay to play.
Yeah, they're like, instead of
rich
paying
parents
you, they go,
will come in.
They go,
kids
hey,
just playing music.
you need to sell 30 tickets and then you can play.
Yeah, that kind of thing right there. I'm just like, oh my God, that's what you got to go through when you fresh out of high school or some shit. And you need to get started, but you end up playing the Sunset Strip and that whole scene before you can graduate to something higher. But it seems like a lot of musicians go through that. They go through that pay to play shit first.
Yeah, there's the pay to play thing. It's I don't know, something that just depresses me about it.
Well, because oh my God, I wrote this song called Exposure for Pay with this project I did called Project Infidelica with George Lynch and Pancho Tomaselli and Christopher Moore.
Cool.
And we wrote a song called Exposure for Pay. And I was asking this lady, I want to get my band, The Missing Links, booked in Hollywood at your club. And she said, well, I can pay you with exposure. And she was just so innocent, like that's the thing to do, I got so fucking mad. I couldn't believe how mad I was getting. I'm like, don't you understand? I got bills and child support.
You talk about, most of all, you're an artist, man. Like, you don't ask Angelo Moore to fucking pay to play.
God. Right. You don't ask him to pay to play. You got to pay him.
Don't even get me started, man. The amount of times I've gone to do like a mural or something like that, and they're like, we could pay you with exposure, and I'm like, you want me to do what and paint what size and what for exposure? I'm like, people die of exposure, man.
There you go.
Overexposure. So
I'm good.
Listen, I've eaten a lot of money, a lot of pride, and a lot of bullshit on this greasy ride on music. I ain't gonna lie. But that's one line I would never draw. Like as a man, as an artist, I ain't gonna pay to fucking play.
Well, that's the thing.
You could short me the money.
That's the thing, man. You got you definitely have to pay your dues.
Yeah.
But you don't have to pay the man.
Exploited. There's a line between exploited. I feel like a hooker on the fucking Sunset Strip. The Sunset Strip. That's like pimp shit. So
now I got to say the poem.
Here you go.
You can exposure for payment is what I got told when I tried to book a show. Exposure for pay, exposure for pay. Exposure for pay, don't pay the rent or the child support expense. Exposure for pay. Well, you can try that one on somebody that's fresh and desperate, or pay to play sucker with a brand new set, or a newbie or a newbie with a freshie that'll get a chance of the battle of the bands at the Music Institute that don't mind getting thrown for a loop-de-loop because a professor told them that they had to pay their dues out of the classroom and into the blender, getting sliced and diced by the flash and the glitter. Exposure for pay is what I got told when I tried to book a show. Exposure for pay. Rape is what I call it. I wasn't born last week. I used to be a fool, but now I'm not. Been through the blender, pureed, not chopped. I got media presence. Where the hell you been? Burning red hot on the scene, on my face, on the flat screen, my face in your face. Instagram, TMZ, the Gossip Channel, and the paparazzi advertisement magazines. On the club, at the dance floor, at the mall, or the nudist colony of the church. They're always clicking with a flash, love overflowing with likes and perks. My soul has been captured by the lens of a camera-wielding photographer. Incriminating lawyer deposition testimonies recorded by the stenographer. Phone cameras catching my wild style on the not rich but famous. Well, I don't get paid for being publicly cited, but I do get paid for pushing winds and lightning. And the customers that paid are drinking up booze, and they're dancing and smiling and acting a fool, and they're spending their money. Don't forget that too. Even if it's free admission, there's a cut from the bar. So don't play me for a fool. Who do you think you are? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice.
If it wasn't for the artist, DJ, or the musician, there'd be no entertainment for your club that you're running to exist in. So think about that next time you pay to play. You're getting pimped in as indentured servant. This is an alarm to alert all the rookies. They'll feed you crumbs and keep all the cookies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exposure for payment is what I got told when I tried to book a show. Exposure for pay. Exposure for pay, don't pay the rent or the child support expense. Exposure for pay. Exposure for pay. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Whoop. Nice.
So pay up on this ButterBrain Angelo trip this weekend.
That's right. Buy the tickets. If it ain't no tickets, come in and buy all the merch.
All right.
Put your money in the tip jar.
Make sure you go out and see these guys while they're here. There's going to be 3 shows left when you guys see this. And thanks so much for coming.
Wait, what's the website they need to go to so they can see what ButterBrain's about?
So, we got ButterBrainNYC.com. And Angelo sites.
Okay, and then there's drmadvibe.com, drmadvibe.com. There's the brandnewstep.com, brandnewstep.com, and then there's fishbone.net.
Nice.
There it is.
All right. Thanks, fellas. You're a lot of fun. And I'm just, for the second time, we're truly blessed. It's been wonderful getting to meet you, like not once, but twice now. So thank you.
We'll do this again next year.
Yeah. You got history now.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good.
It's wicked. And Aaron, what a pleasure. Nice one.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Likewise, brother.
thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you.
Looking forward to playing with you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
Oasis Root Carver Bar is in Seagrape Square on Indian Town Road, and it is a carver bar. If you don't know anything about carver, it's a Polynesian root that you grind up and you mix with water, and it has been in Polynesia for potentially thousands of years. It's an old thing that they used for kind of ceremonial and also sort of leisure purposes. It's meant to be something where, that brings people together. You all take a shell of kava and chink them together and say bula and have it together like that. It's meant to be something to bring people together. It has a kind of an effect, which is, I guess, a kind of a slightly warming effect. It just kind of makes you feel nice. It's not particularly intoxicating. It's not like drinking alcohol. So the atmosphere in a kava bar is sort of like a cross between a regular bar and a coffee house. It's pretty chill in there. You get all sorts of different types of kava bars. Some of them are more like a club, there's sort of like blacklight and EDM playing. And some of them are more like a cafe. This is one of the cafe type of ones. It's super chill in there. If you're looking for somewhere to, I don't know, maybe go and do some work on your laptop or go and have a chat with friends, it's perfect for that kind of thing. There's a foosball table in there if that's your jam, or baby-foot as they call it in France. Yeah, Jim, the owner, is a really cool guy and he has very kindly sponsored our podcast. So thank you very much for that, Jim. They also do a poker night in there. All sorts of things going on at Oasis Route.
Welcome to 561 Music. We have some very exciting news. You may have noticed that the podcast is being hosted from a different place. That place is the 561 Music School and Studio. Justin Hucker has changed the name of his school from Live Music Community to 561 Music School and Studio. We have joined forces and now everything has the same name. The podcast, the festival and the school are now all under the umbrella of 561 Music. If you've been listening to the podcast for a long time, you will know that every week in this spot, we used to do an ad for Live Music Community. Now, Live Music Community has become 561 Music. We are still on North Lake Boulevard, but we have moved to 524 North Lake Boulevard, Suite A, North Palm Beach, Florida. It is east from the old location, and boy oh boy is it an upgrade. We now have a studio that is far bigger and more advanced. Bigger lesson rooms and 3 big spaces for recording bands and practicing. We now offer more opportunities for recording your band and provide more practice space to hone your skills. The heart of 561 Music School and Studio is still tuition. We train both young people and adults one-on-one and also in groups to be real bands, teaching you how to play your instrument not only by yourself but with others as well. We help you learn to write and record a song, how to brand and market your band, how to design and produce merchandise, how to get shows, how to act at shows, how to perform, how to organize tours, how to reach out to labels, the ins and outs of protecting your intellectual property, and much more. 561 Music is a one-stop shop for all your music and performance-related needs. We are also set up to help you record music videos, how to manage social media, how to create content for social media, and everything that is required of a person trying to break into the music industry in 2025. Come by the studio at 524 North Lake Boulevard in North Palm Beach and check out the new digs. We are online at 561musicstudio.com. Fill out the form online and come for your free first trial lesson. We are open daily by appointment or just walk up and say hi. We're here most days of the week from 3 p.m. for walk-in inquiries.
Talking about a scene, it's what we're doing. Come and check it out, it's what we're all about. 561 Music!